Hey, Gene. Thank you so much for making time. Good to speak with you a little bit earlier, and thank you for your flexibility. We're going to do a quick intro for you and the markets here for the benefit of these clients who are looking to purchase properties in your area in northern New Jersey. Once again, I'm Frank Ferdowsi, and we're looking to partner on helping these clients. So take it away, introduce yourself and a little bit about the markets, please.
Thank you, Frank. So I'm Gene Amsel. I've been with Prominent Property Sotheby's International Realty for the last 10 years. I've been in real estate for about 40 years now with different franchises in and around the area, all over the country. And the marketplace that we're in now is called Bergen County. Bergen County is comprised of about 72 towns. The high end, the highest houses are usually in Alpine, New Jersey. A few years ago, we sold the largest house for $27.5 million. It was on 4 acres and a substantial size house with lots of amenities and a basketball court in the basement, full-size basketball court in the basement. So it was a very impressive house that way. The market right now it's low on inventory. So if a good house comes on, there's usually several buyers for it, and there's bidding wars sometimes. Even on the upper end, we're seeing one or two buyers come in and make offers on properties that way. Alpine being the most luxurious town, probably one of the top towns in the country as far as average income. It says, if you read the papers and everything else that way. So there are a lot of celebrities and a lot of businessmen that make their homes here. They were 8 miles from New York City, so it's an easy commute, except when there's rush hour. And it just makes it a very comfortable area to live in. The schools are excellent, and that's usually why a lot of families, which is what we have, is many families with kids that go to school either here or in private schools, which are all throughout Bergen County and even into New York. They will transport their kids. So it's interesting that way. Some other towns which are closer, we're, like I said, 8 miles to Manhattan. Englewood Cliffs is about 4 miles, and it's all by the George Washington Bridge, which is the conduit to get to New York. So that's the main thoroughfare to get in that way. We do have other towns like Ridgewood, Franklin Lakes that have more land, and as you get further away from New York City, they become more property and usually about the same size houses that way. New construction wise, there's a few builders that are building on spec, but mostly people build their own houses that they design with their architects and want it on a certain property. We have a few vacant lots right now. The average vacant lot goes for about $3.5 million for 2 acres. And there are 2 or 3 of those around because it takes probably 2 years to build the house right now.
Yeah.
Sometimes 18 months, sometimes, a little bit less. But, that's it that way. It's a wonderful place, to raise a family. There's lots of things to do. There's lots of malls to go shopping. There's parks and recreations. There's, great little towns. In Bergen County, there are 72 towns, and each town has their own little environment as far as sports for kids, movies, recreation things, plays, concerts, all sorts of things going on all the time that way. It's just very comfortable that way.
I love it. So, it's like you have the best of both worlds. You have the cultural experience of New York, which is just minutes away, certainly giving traffic. And
Yeah.
then you get the suburban experience with great schools and great amenities right there. So it sounds like a really ideal place, and no wonder there's a lot of demand for the properties in that area. And Gene, thank you very much. It's really wonderful to speak to someone who's been in the industry for such a long time, such an experienced person. The brand is great, but at the end of the day, it's the professional that are important. That's where the relationship really is. And something that I want to sort of be very intentional, my clients certainly know this, is that we want to bring the best people who would be very sort of high touch, care about their their needs as they're very busy themselves. So to be able to work with a professional like yourself, I think is the perfect setup. Um, and one other thing you touched on all of the important things, certainly, the kinds of properties, the price points, what the market's like. It seems like there's still a lot of bidding wars going on. One of the things that might be interesting for some of our out of state and out of country clients is private air parks or airport access for their aircrafts.
Okay, so with about 10, 15 minutes to 8 miles, we have a Teterboro Airport, which is a lot of private jets going into. I think NetJets has their base there for
Mm,
all over the world. And we're about an hour from Newark Airport.
mm,
I don't know if they have any private places there. Most of the people I know go to Teterboro to
yeah.
jump on their plane and then go wherever they want to go in the world.
Excellent.
So
Hey, I think that really covers it, right? You have New York International, JFK, and
yeah.
then you have the New Jersey airports, and then Teterboro for private aircraft access. So that really covers the gamut. So Gene, really, I mean, this was supposed to be an intro for you, and I'm really thankful that you made the time and were flexible today. I'm gonna stop recording. We'll speak a little bit more. But hey, I do want to request this to you. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording and then make this request.